Hey guys, it's Dave Fishy Repeat here, aka Kiwi Sung Ninja, with Joel and Dave number 2, Fisho Davo. And this is just going to be a really quick tutorial of actually Fisho Davo showing me the art of slow pitch, or the art of falling. Hope you guys enjoy.
Here's a mix, slide rings and split rings. What we'll do, we've got the round shaped ones. We've got these little pear shaped ones. Put that on, and it doesn't spin around. I use a bead, and the only reason I use a bead is just to stop the split ring from damaging the tip. Yeah, most people don't. Do you have a preference?
I'll go with your preference.
Yeah. I find I just use a 3-turn uni. Do you have a preference for 3 or 4 turn?
I just do whatever. 3.
Yeah.
Oh, Joel's on already.
Yeah, and then with the uni, obviously wet it.
Yeah.
Pliers. Tighten it that way. And then I might give this one a little pull.
Oh yeah.
And then the next step is our hooks. So we can use my hook. I reckon you start on like a 2-bar rope.
Yeah.
These Oceans Legacy hooks are quite a bit thicker gauge.
Yeah, I noticed that.
So you know, on some hook, you know, where it's like a normal J hook, you use 3-bar rope. But this you can use 2. I put all these ones with split rings on already.
Yeah.
And once again, HPA pliers are a must.
Yeah. I gave mine to bloody Akura charters.
I did a great thing. You can see with these how easy it is to open up.
Yeah, they're outstanding pliers.
That on.
I need to get some more.
And what jig are you using?
I don't know, man. What depth are we fishing at?
We're in 50 meters, so
Yeah.
you want me just to chuck a jig off for you?
Yeah, Joel's got a pinky.
Well, why don't you pick a long contact?
Yeah.
We've got rainbow, orange, sardine, pink and blue.
Blue.
Blue?
Now, before we go any further, I'd picked a certain colour because, well, simply I thought the colour looked good. But you're also going to want to know what weighted jig you're going to use. Now, there are different types of jigs. Now, I'm using a Oceans Legacy lure bag. It's really, really good. Don't have to use it, but I found it really convenient. So, different jigs behave differently, and different weights are best for different depths and different drift speeds. Now there's no hard and fast rules here, but talking to Kaz Fishing Wiki, the distributor of Oceans Legacy in New Zealand, general rule of thumb, if you're fishing in 30 meters, you're using about 90 to 100 grams. If you're fishing in 50 meters, you're using about 130 to 150 grams. The importance is not really the weight of the jig, but to make sure that when you are jigging, the line is directly below your rod and is not drifting too quickly from the current. If your line is on a big angle, say 45 degrees to your rod direction, it means the lure is drifting too quickly, and you're going to lose the effect of that slow pitch jigging. Now in regards to rods, if you're a beginner, you may want to use a non-specialized slow pitch jig rod. Kaz is strongly recommended that if you can help it, try and get a specialized slow pitch jig rod. It does make a huge difference. They've actually got a much softer, more responsive tip, and they're designed to work the jig properly. Now I've actually seen this firsthand where I was fishing with Injun, Extreme Fishing New Zealand. He had a proper rod, a Daiwa slow pitch rod. I was just using a normal overhead boat rod, and he cleaned me up something fierce. So yeah, firsthand I've seen it. It does actually make quite a significant difference. Now in terms of the rod specs, you're wanting about a 6 to 7 foot rod for starters, and you're wanting about a PE2 line weight rod. This one here, it's a Oceans Legacy Origin slow jigging rod, and it's proven to be very, very effective and a really good open entry rod. Obviously you don't have to use Oceans Legacy, but a lot of my good friends who will do slow pitch use Oceans Legacy, so I also use it as well, and it's good to support my mates.
Now this one, I always try and get this like aligned in a certain way, because you're thinking the jig sinks this way. It typically goes like that.
Oh yeah.
So, and then I want the hook to be on top and have free flow.
Oh.
So I'm trying to rig it on.
Similar to like when I did that dropper rig tutorial, and the face of the hook matters, eh?
It does, yeah.
Yeah, as in, you know, when you're looping a hook, if you go through one side of the eye, it like hangs out where weird, and you lose drop heaps of fish.
That's actually real important how you do it your way.
You want to create like a circle.
Yeah, exactly, yeah, so it like loops back around into the hook.
Yeah.
Oh, look
So
at
that's rigged
that.
up. And then what you just need to do is check your drag on your rod.
You beauty.
There you go.
Drag should be alright.
That's how it's
He
rigged up.
says hoping. That's cool, man.
Yeah. If we come on this side, then you can fish next to each other at the same time.
Cute. Alright, so how do you use an overhead? Nah. Alright, down already.
On the bottom. Oh yeah, in terms of how I hold the rod, this one's on here. It's an extension on your arm basically. See, if it's under my arm and I'm pitching, I get less motion. Like there's like that's as high as I can go. So if you put that under your arm, you'll find that this is about as high as you can go before it gets uncomfortable. If you rest
on your forearm, eh?
Yeah. And just take it easy. Like you got this full motion. You go up and down as high as you want. When you go to fight the fish, you can tuck it back in. Right.
Just got hit doing nothing.
You get a bite.
Yeah.
There's a sign in the bottom.
So then in terms of technique,
Yeah, I think like you start with, all you need to do with your tiny snapper, which is on the bottom, just go up and down, and you don't need to wind. So just do that a little bit.
and just letting it hit the bottom.
Yep.
Are we just free drifting, are we, or is it Minn Kota down? Oh, yeah.
It's nice and slow.
Yeah, there's not a lot of drift, eh?
And then another method you can do, so that's one, is you're using the reel to crank, like a fish anyway. That's just sitting on the bottom. Little snapper. You watch out for rods and wraps.
Yeah.
So when you're going down, you've got to watch your tip. You don't want a rod wrap.
Yeah, I'll snap your rod, eh? Absolute dom.
Yep.
That snapper was keen, eh?
60 grams.
Want to what? Work up the water column?
Yeah, work it up the water column.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to hit the bottom of it.
And then like...
Well, how I do it is you've got a lot of cranking power in this reel and the SPJ handle, and the one's pretty close to that. I haven't hit the bottom yet. But what you're trying to do is remember when you do your rod like that, you're lifting 1 meter up, and this full wind is about 90 centimeters. All right?
Yeah.
So a half wind,
45,
yeah. So what I'm trying to do now is I'm working it up 1.5 meters like this at the same time. So I'm getting 1.5 meters. You're trying not to wind on the way down, because if you're winding on the way down, you're using
Stops
up
the fluttering.
your fall, you know, because you want that maximized fall time. But if it goes down a little bit naturally, it doesn't matter. But this is roughly the technique that I just use the whole day. It's just go up and watch the tip. And go up.
Oh, yep. Popped it.
Get a bite?
Yeah.
And yeah, watching the tip. If line wrap becomes a problem, you do like a circular thing. So you watch mine. If I go like that, then I shouldn't get line wrap.
Drops down.
If I go straight up and down, then it's going to go down.
Huh.
Oh yeah.
Whoa. On like that. That was with basically no technique. I was like,
Just the
woo! Oh, this is nice. Happy days. Got a bit of tug to him. Oh, you beauty.
penny.
Penny.
I then started to put all the tips and tricks I learned from Davo into practice.
Good throw down there. You go. Come on, hooked up.
Nice. Yep, I'm on. Come on, go boys.
And the beauty with using slow pitch jigs is you can catch a variety of species, including a golden red snapper, and Joel managed to catch the absolute deliciously tasting John Dory and the gurnard. Now soon after being taught the art of falling, aka slow pitch jigging, I went lure fishing with my dad in the far north, and even though I'm far from an expert, I was able to show him just how successful slow pitch jigging is.
Hooked up on the slow pitch. Ocean's Legacy. Kahi, we got a kahi boys. Man. Oh, yep. Yep. Woo! Yeah, boy! Hey! Get him, mate! Oh, you beaut.
And even got him onto a few fish as well.
Come on, dude. That looks alright.
Thanks so much for watching, and I hope this video has helped you, just like Davo helped me. If you want to learn more about slow pitch jigging, make sure you check out Fisher Davo's channel, where he has tons of great slow pitch and other lure fishing tutorials. If you like this video, please hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and let us know in the comments what you thought. Thanks so much.